Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Morning Coffee. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, this is going to be a general energy reading for your Thursday, June 11th, 2020. Please keep in mind that time is an illusion and energies are fluid. So, just because this is a reading dated for the 11th of June, it doesn't mean that it absolutely has to resonate for you at that time. Whenever you're guided to watch this reading and it resonates for you, then that's the message for you in that moment. Also, keep in mind that this is a general reading, okay? So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So, I want to show you guys this. What you're looking at behind me is, if it'll focus, is the official color white that this room is going to be. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm covering the camera. And my camera's not focusing, but here, let's do this. Let's do this. So, okay, so I got the first coat of white on the wall, and you can't really see it all that much. Like this wall was actually a much lighter color, so you can't really see it, but right here, this is where the green was. Okay, and if you look really closely, you can kind of see how it's kind of still showing through. I didn't do that part yet, but this part, this little beam right here, that was green, and if you look really close, you can see how that's still kind of a little bit. And so and that's with woo, sorry. That's with one coat of primer, and then a coat of the color that I have, which is actually they made it in a paint and primer in one. So if you guys are painting your apartments or your any sort of rooms or anything, and you're covering a dark color, make sure that you at least prime that shit first, and then maybe get a paint and primer in one. I mean, that's still going to take two coats, whatever. But so that's the deal. We're making progress here, kids. And so I'm going to be doing, so I'm basically just going to give the whole room a second coat, because here, let me show you this one. You see up there, that was green too, okay? And that's just one coat of primer. And then you see how I splashed, I overlapped when I did the ceiling. And then when I cut in, I'm going to make the line right at the ceiling. And so when I like to do, I start at the ceiling first, and then I work my way down. So that way, when I make my lines, because I don't use tape, I do this all by, and yes, this is something that I learned with my ex. Go figure, ironically enough, right? But anyway, so that green, that's obviously going to take two coats as well, but that was just primer up there. Okay, so we're making progress, kids. We are making progress. All right, so enough intro. Yeah, why don't we go ahead and get started, and let's see what we've got for the collective today, shall we? Let's. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for the collective at this time. Please bring forward the best messages to serve the highest good of all involved for our Thursday, June 11th, 2020. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, kids, we're going to give this 3 shuffles, and then we'll see what we've got for you, yeah? Here we go. No, not 3. 5 shuffles. Did I say 3? 5 shuffles. Spirit said 5 shuffles, so we're going to do that. 1. 2. You guys are really getting, like, the the real deal here. Like, my apartment is such a mess right now, but I'm still trying to focus on setting everything up. Like, ooh, y'all. That's 3. I had 2 days worth of, like, just my whole day getting basically derailed, or just, like, shifted because of car situations. The first day was because I drove too far off the road, and my car fell, like, half my car fell in a ditch. And I had to call a tow truck, right? And so that took hours. And then yesterday, 4. Yesterday, I went to go see a car with my landlord, but he had plans to do a bunch of other stuff that I wasn't aware of. So I was basically just sitting in his car for like 2 hours waiting for him and his son to finish whatever they needed to do. 2, 3 hours actually, because we left at like 10 o'clock, And then we didn't even go out, get like, be on our way to see the car until like 1. Um, anyway, and so, however, and this is 5. However, I did finish the day by getting a car. And she's beautiful. Her name is Betty, but yeah, her name is Betty. I'll show you guys later. But anyway, so 2 days worth of just my day getting derailed. But here, I do want to talk about this because it's actually something really important, and I feel like it would be something that you guys could benefit from. The whole time that I was going through that yesterday, I was just sitting in my landlord's car. He and his son have this construction project that they were working on, so we had to go pick him up from the Mayagüez airport, and then from there they stopped and did some errands. And I didn't know any of that was happening. Now, of course, there is a language barrier between me and my landlord. My landlord does speak English, but he doesn't speak. He doesn't always understand what I'm saying, and I don't speak much Spanish, so I rarely understand what he's saying, right? So okay, I get that, but so there's that language barrier. But I wasn't aware that we were going to be doing all this extra stuff, and they kind of really weren't telling me much, so that was kind of pissing me off too. But like, whatever. But the whole time I'm sitting in the car, I'm like, okay, this really isn't cool. This is kind of not fair, and my you know, my temper is flaring and flaring. And then finally, the last place we got to, where this construction site was that they needed to go see, we got there. And keep in mind, I'm still trying to upload morning coffee throughout this whole situation, right? Okay. We get there and I have no service. And YouTube was saying it was like 15 minutes left. It was almost done. Like, it was almost done, y'all. And the whole time I was sitting up there, I had no service, and I had to wait until we left to finish that uploading morning coffee. And I'm sitting in the car, I'm like, what the fuck, Spirit? Like, why is this happening? And eventually it was just like, Eric, this is island life. There are things that you're just gonna have to not be prepared for, but just go with the flow with. And it's like, okay, all right, Spirit, I get it. I understand that. Okay, lesson learned. And then ultimately it worked out. By the end of the day, I had a car that I'm really happy with, and my landlord helped me out. I got a good deal on it, blah blah blah. I mean, it all worked out in the end. But I guess the thing that was for me was, like, you know, getting angry about the fact that no one was telling me anything, but there really isn't much. I don't know. Maybe they were trying to pull one over on me. I don't know, but it all worked out in the end. So it's like, and then I said to my landlord, you know, I'm still trying to get used to island life here. So I've gotta really learn to settle down and go with the flow, because I'm still, look, y'all, I'm still on New York time. Okay, like, let's go, boo. We got things to do. Like, can you get out of my way, please? I got shit to do. Okay. So anyway, that's my, I don't know what that was supposed to be, but that was a cute little story, right? Let's get into the cards now. Okay, bye. So what do we got for the collective today? What have we got for the collective? What do you guys want to talk about today? Okay. I'm going to stop there. This is a lot. I'm just going to let you know, this is a lot of cards. Okay, the deck is upside down. But we have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This Queen of Wands keeps coming out. And I actually did a private personal reading for myself last night. And the Queen of Cards... Hey, get out of here, you freaking skeeter. Them skaters. The Queen of Wands came out. And look, the Ace of Wands is showing itself now, too. Okay. So, all right. That's cool. But what else do we have here? Oh, boy. This is a lot, you guys. I'm going to have to take a second. All of this is reversed, so we're going to... You know what? Actually... Oh. All right. Well... Okay, someone is learning a lesson, and I don't think it's you. I think it's someone you're connecting to. There are a number of cards here, but I want to start here with these 4 cards that have come out in reverse. So you have the Six of Pentacles, you have the Six of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the World, and the Tower. All of these are in reverse. But this is the lesson that someone is dealing with. This is almost like an energy. What I just heard is like, you made your bed, now you have to lay in it. But the saving grace, I might sneeze. But the saving grace about all of this is the fact that the world is involved here, and the world is talking about a completion. Now, this is all in reverse. Sure, there might be some resistance. Sure, you might be, this you might be seeing that this person is blocked, or this situation is blocked. There's a huge blockage or something. I don't really get that there's much denial or anything in here. What I'm getting in the presence of these cards being reversed is that there is a lesson that is being learned and integrated right now. There is a situation that someone is coming to terms with. And here's the explanation of that. We start with the Nine of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so someone's having a pretty egoic reaction, but there is fear here, and I honestly can't tell if there is fear that they won't be able to let go, or if this is you won't be able to let go of what is already established. Or or the fear that is being exhibited here is because someone doesn't want to let go. All right. And so it looks like they're being pretty reactionary. Here's the Knight of Swords again. But there's a lot of confusion. I almost want to ask you to be very compassionate with this person or this situation right now, because I feel like if there is a lot of aggression and anger, or they're coming at you with some mess or some bullshit, there's fear involved for them. There's fear involved for them. Nine of Swords, because they're having to let go of some things, Four of Pentacles, that are very, very deeply rooted. And as I was saying that, I was feeling like ancestrally. Okay. So, like ancestrally rooted. So this could be a situation where you're dealing with like people on the wrong side of this racism situation, you know what I mean, on like the wrong side of history here. You could have people within your family right now that are really struggling with the current societal and political climate. Okay. Now, here's the other thing, though. This is good. This is really, really good, because what I think you guys don't see, if this isn't you, if we're talking about the energies of someone else around you, what you don't see, the moon, is that this person is working. This person is working on having a heart. Death with the Ace of Cups. Yikes. You're funny, Spirit. But then you have that with the Page of Wands. All right. And I see the page, and like, as many of you guys know, I see the Page of Wands as, yes, a messenger and all that stuff, but I see it as self-discovery, and also maybe a midlife crisis, but some sort of situation in which you're re-identifying yourself. You're showing up. You're changing the way you show up. Now, I'm not saying that they're here now. Ultimately, Ace of Cups and the Page of Wands. I'm not saying that they now have a more open heart, or they're more heart chakra conscious or something like that at the moment. But what I am saying is, what you don't see with the moon is that they're actually on their way there. They're working on their way there. And thus we have this lesson, or what they're trying to work through. The Tower in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and the World in reverse. Okay? Pause for a second. Okay. Sorry about that. So, the message that we have for you right now is excuse me, very similar to what we were talking about yesterday. Okay, when the Queen of Cups came out with the Queen of Wands, but then also with the King of Swords. Keep your level head, all right, and keep that hellfire that you've got fueling you and fueling your passions and driving you forward. But also, excuse me, also, well, here you go. Ooh. Okay, Spirit, but also keep that that cool, tranquil, compassionate, empathic, understanding energy of the Queen of Cups, right? Because someone here is really, yeah. Look, people are really going through it right now, y'all. People are really challenged by it. I mean, okay, I'll dip my toe in the water for a second. As a person of color, this climate, this social unrest, the racism, the bigotry, and all that stuff, I'm really quite numb to it. Not gonna lie, and that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna stand up when I need to. But I'm also, I'm like, This ain't nothing new to me, but there are a lot of people out here that are like, this is very, very new to them. They haven't experienced this before. They weren't aware of this before. They just didn't see it before for whatever reason. And don't let something like that trigger you. Okay? People live in their bubbles. I mean, think about it. You have your own little bubble, don't you? Every once in a while, you've got your comfort zone, right? So it's really not about getting angry. I know I'm going off on such a tangent, but it's not about getting angry at the people that are whose bubbles are being popped right now. It's really not. Ultimately, you need to remain, and this is why I was given snaps, because look. You have the Queen of Wands here. Okay, so this is that hellfire, but this is the inspiration. This is the truth. This is kind of a torch-bearing energy, I feel like, and this is you or someone or you standing in your alignment, which is allowing to or helping to influence others get into their alignment, and thus you have this situation that they're going through, right, where things are changing. They're going through a lesson. There's a big shift that's happening. Okay, so this is the driving force. But then I went to go pick up the deck, and the Queen of Wands fell off, and look at what's at the bottom of the deck. The Empress now. And check it out, y'all. The Empress can be so unconditionally loving that she will enable the fuck out of you. Okay? She's like, what? What, you want to make a cake and eat it? Okay, let's make a cake. Oh, you ate the whole cake. Oh, look at you. You were a hungry little one, weren't you? Oh, what's that? You want to make another one? Okay, darling, let's do that. Oh, now you ate that whole one too, didn't you? Gosh, you just a hungry little piglet, huh? See, it's kind of that, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that. But this is the kind of energy that you need to be embodying, at least to a certain level. You have to be compassionate, all right? But see, now keep in mind also, though, the Empress is the queen of all queens, okay? And there's one particular queen in there that's not so sentimental, is she? That Queen of Swords. All right, so hey, look. And the Queen of Pentacles is not going to fuck around, right? Okay. So obviously stay in this Empress energy, but remain compassionate, right? Because people are going through it right now. People are going through it. Okay? I mean, that's all there is to it. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean that you have to back down from your point of view, from your beliefs. And that definitely doesn't mean that you need to take some mess from someone for no fucking reason. Oh, okay. But with that said, if people are popping off or coming at you with some mess, just be like, you know what? Just like I said yesterday, it's either on a need to know basis or on or your response only really needs to be absolutely necessary. You know what I'm saying? All right. Cool. So let's go a little deeper here. And I want to talk about I want to look at this situation, this lesson. The Tower in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse, the World in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Now, obviously, already we can tell that there is a major shift that's happening in someone's life. A Tower moment is happening, and something is being uprooted. I mean, your whole world is changing, or someone's whole world is changing, or someone's view, someone's view of the world is changing. And what I'm seeing here is there's a situation in which maybe someone is coming out of a point of view of some sort of supremacy or some sort of higher vision of themselves that actually is really just an extremely inflated ego. Because the Six of Wands can be extremely inflated, like puffed up artificially too. Like you can barely move. You've got, you know what I mean? Like bad news, man. But then tempered. See, here's the thing though. You have the Six of Pentacles here, and what I feel like is happening is pride and ego is being torn down to give way to reciprocity. And thus we have the ending of a major toxic cycle or and let me tell you, y'all, this, I'm looking at the world here and I'm saying, honey, baby, you better get comfy. Okay, because this shit ain't gonna take, it's not gonna happen overnight. This is gonna take some time. I mean, whatever this is so deeply rooted, y'all. And I'm talking ancestrally in a lot of cases. All right, this is gonna take some work. But check it out. That's what we're here for. Earth ain't really supposed to be no fucking vacation right now, okay? Mother Gaia needs us. She needs our help, and fucking humanity needs our help. So there's that. Okay. All right, cute. So let's get a little bit of clarity here on this. And again, I think this is how I'm going to close out the reading today because we're at 20 minutes in and I'm trying to keep these to 30 minutes, even though I like to ramble. But I like that you guys like my stories because I like to tell stories. So as long as you guys like it, I'll keep doing it. Anyway, let's get one more shuffle and then let's talk about, I just want to get some guidance here. What does Spirit want to say? What's your advice? How can you handle this? What's your best course of action? What's up, Spirit? Let's talk about this. What do you want us to know about this? What do you want to say about this? Yeah. Fucking right, dude. Fucking right, dude. Okay, we're going to stop there. Overall energy. Well, shit. Would you look at that? You have the Seven of Pentacles. And that is so perfect. Because at first I was kind of feeling, I did hear like you kind of made your bed, now you got to lay in it. And that, but it's the process of getting out of that bed or getting out of all of the mental constructs that you currently find yourselves in, whether that be belief systems or whatever, you know what I mean? But we're going from the Six of Pentacles, right, to the Seven of Pentacles. And here, the Seven of Pentacles is speaking to the fact that we have a chance, we're at a checkpoint. We have a chance to say, all right, this is the direction we've been going in, and this is the type of harvest that we have as a result of that, of this direction that we've been moving in so far. Is this a type of harvest that we want to keep? Obviously not in many cases, right? Gosh, I hope that's what you're saying. I hope that's what somebody's saying. And at that point, it's like, okay, well, if we don't want that, then what do we do to get what we want? This card is also very much, because of that, is very much about learning through the contrast. Yeah. And then you have, clarifying all of this, wow, the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Magician, the Judgment, the Page of Pentacles, and, the Empress again. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm just going to say this because I'm hearing it in my head and I'm feeling like it's relevant. Granted, I've been dealing with my own shit surrounding this, so that could be why I'm hearing it also, but Spirit is wanting me to say this. This has something to do with some sort of systemic racism for someone out there. It doesn't have to be for everybody, but I keep, like, consistently throughout this reading, I keep hearing systemic racism. It's like, okay, I'm really not trying to get into all that in a personal way, and I'm definitely not trying to argue with anybody. I'm not trying to ruffle any feathers there. I'm just the messenger here, okay? But that is also a part of our climate, our social unrest right now. Okay, we're all well aware of that. All right, fine. But it makes sense as to why this is coming out this way, because we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Eight of Cups and the Two of Swords at first. And at this point, the Two of Swords to me feels like that energy of denial, but not in a good way, not in a self-preservation way. It is a self-preservation thing. But it's the denial that anything is wrong to begin with, right? It's that kind of energy, whether this resonates for you on a racism point of view, on a racism tip or not. Okay, there is an energy here where someone has been in their mindset of just like, well, they've had their blinders on, but they've been blind. They've been keeping themselves blind to whatever it is wrong around them, in order so that they don't have to change. Is kind of what this feels like. This is the lesson, or this is the change that's happening. This is the tower moment that's happening. This is the uprooting. This is the situation that's coming to an end. Because here you have an energy of the karma changing, Wheel of Fortune, and someone walking away from that situation. And what I'm getting for some of you is that you are kind of catalyzing that by walking away yourself, by saying to someone, all right, look, if you're going to stay here and keep saying there's nothing wrong, blah, 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 I don't see anything, blah, 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 then I'm just going to fucking leave. I'm not even going to associate with this any longer. And that right there is the nudge that is needed to start breaking through this karma. Moving forward, you have the Magician, Judgment, and the Page of Pentacles. I'm seeing the Magician as somewhat of you or someone here saying, if you're just going to keep denying things, I'm going to leave. I'm out of here. Okay? Because you're going somewhere else. And this Magician has been coming up for us all week. But you're going somewhere else in which you know you created. You are being the master manifester, okay? And so as a result of you leveling up and you raising your vibration, you waking up and you taking action from waking up and moving on and starting a new reality for yourself, you are ultimately kind of pushing others in that similar direction. It doesn't mean that they're going to follow suit right away. It doesn't mean that they're going to be running after you like hot on your heels like, wait for me. It's like, no. You are well on your way already, okay? It's really not about you sticking around and trying to help influencers help pull someone up. Ain't nobody help pull you up, did they? You pulled your own damn self, didn't you? Let them pull themselves too. And I don't mean to say that, and here's the Empress. I don't mean to say that in a way it's like, good for your ass. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is they need to, whatever the situation is for you, these people need to be able to pull themselves up, because it is only when they do the work and they get themselves up there, that's when they'll really learn the lesson. That's when they'll really know, because they put their blood, sweat, and tears into that shit. But if you have someone else coming around spoon feeding you, you ain't gonna learn shit. I know for a fact. I've been there. Ain't gonna learn shit. Why? Because someone else is doing all the work for you. So it's not even like you're going through the process to even like get your mind to be rewired or wired at all to understand what's happening in front of you. Okay? But that's where the Empress comes into play. Because as you watch all this go down, you have to keep unconditional love, care, support, empathy for the situation. Also, this is representing the rise of the divine feminine energy, okay? Wow. All right, guys. Yeah, this feels like a major karmic uprooting, which is always a good thing, but is never easy. All right? So keep that in mind. You know what? I have like 2.5 minutes. Let me just see if I can get, I just want to get a little Lenormand here. Just a little Lenormand. Lenormand. Is that how you say it in French? Like with a French accent? I don't know. I'm going to sneeze. Bless me. Oh, who did that? Did you guys ever watch... Oh, I'm wasting time. Did you guys ever watch... I think it was Animaniacs. Was it Animaniacs? No, Tiny Toon Adventures. It was the little mouse. The little mouse that would sneeze, like make these huge sneeze. Achoo! And then he would go, oops, bless me. So funny. Adorable. Anyway. All right, one last shuffle, because now that I've wasted 30 seconds, I only have 1 minute and 30 seconds left. So, all right, last shuffle. And let's just get a last final closing card. Just last card. Oh, damn. All right. Okay. Aha. All right, good. Okay. Wow. This keeps coming out. You have the man with a heart. You have the queen of... I call her the Queen of Spades, but the woman, the woman of Spades, the Ace of Spades. You have the Sun, and you have the House. Okay, so check it out. Basically, what this message is saying is literally these two cards keep coming out together. And like I told you guys, the first time I did a reading with this card, with this deck for personal reading, it was this combination, right? Ever since then. But what this is talking about, I do feel like this is saying that the masculine energies and the feminine energies are coming together. And what I got with that is feminine energies need to stand their ground, because this is the woman that is pursued, okay? And this being pursued by this Ace of Cups, this man with a heart. Okay, but it's the masculine has to come forward and meet the feminine on a level playing field, and that seems like it's happening. The sun and a home is being built, stability and grounding and fortitude is being developed here. All right, guys, thank you so much. I love you all so very much. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I look forward to connecting with you again for our next cup of coffee tomorrow morning. Yeah, take care. Mwah! Bye.